A player asked Qin Feng directly whether he admitted to killing Song Fei. Qin Feng said that he did. The player, who was an official from the Shanghai city government, nodded. She explained that they had conducted a thorough investigation and that Shadow had been their prime suspect. She told him that he was indeed the person they highly suspected. However, she added, they knew that Song Fei and Zhang Li had plotted against him and that Dojang Industries had kidnapped players and forced them to work. Strictly speaking, killing them counted as self-defense. Qin Feng thought it over. The authorities could not identify him, so they would maintain cooperation for now. In his last life, he had worked cleanly with the authorities and had no black marks. But this time he had killed Song Fei and Zhang Li directly, which could change things. He would let the situation unfold. He said to himself, let's see how much his rebirth altered this God's forsaken game era. He decided to sell his unused platinum gear this time. The government bought equipment and skills for all classes. Most importantly, they had sufficient lifespan. Wang Meng's eyes went wide. He asked whether Shadow had soloed a platinum boss, but there had been no global announcement. He exclaimed that platinum tier equipment and skill books were incredible. Qin Feng shrugged and said he had gotten lucky with chests. He mentioned that Little Snow had seen him get a Jade skill book too. Little Black, who was still bitter about her nickname, confirmed that she had watched the boss open a Jade chest herself. Then she muttered that getting multiple platinum drops seemed like more than just lucky. She then complained that one person got called Little Snow while she got called Little Black. Qin Feng offered to call her Little Blackie instead. She immediately backtracked and said Little Black was fine. Wang Meng sighed. He said that comparison really was the thief of joy. Indeed, his team had struggled with a silver boss while Shadow casually got platinum and Jade loot. Qin Feng laid out his prices. A platinum archer skill book cost 2,500 days of lifespan. A platinum berserker weapon cost 1,500 days. A platinum mage skill book cost 3,000 days. A gold skill book and equipment cost 8,000 days. He would discount the remaining 25 platinum items to 16,000 days for them. And you accepted immediately. She said deal. Wang Meng was stunned. He asked whether Captain An had accepted the price without haggling. An Yu blinked and said she thought the price seemed fair. She added that she would also settle Little Snow and Wang Meng's previous debt at the same time. She extended her hand and declared the deal complete. Qin Feng shook it and said that Captain An was decisive. He liked that. After the transaction, Qin Feng noted that when tradable lifespan passed 10,000 days, it would be converted to years. 60 years was about 22,000 days. This was equivalent to roughly 400 million yuan in cash. Although it was a massive cost even for the government, it was worth the investment, and the benefits outweighed the costs. The equipment and skill books would let the Shanghai city government cultivate teams quickly. The stronger the authorities became, the more unnecessary troubles they could avoid in the future. And they could even gain an advantage in international confrontations. International politics, now with more poison darts and invisibility. And you made an offer. She said that Dojang Industries had imprisoned players and that the government was going to rescue them. She asked if Shadow wanted to join. Qin Feng's internal alarm bells rang. He asked whether the government was trying to recruit him, planning to write off the fact that he had killed Song Fei. He said he would pass, but he would tell them something. Translation: thanks but no thanks. Also, here's a world-changing secret, he continued. He confirmed that he had indeed used in-game power to kill both of them. He explained that once a player reached level 10 in the God's Forsaken game and spent lifespan, they would be able to bring abilities into reality. He told them they should understand what this meant. They should make the most of their time. The nuclear secret dropped casually in a shop transaction. An Yu's expression shifted. She said that was how it was. Dojang Industries was also buying lifespan now. Once their people reached level 10 and extracted game abilities, the rescue mission would face even greater resistance. Qin Feng turned to leave and said he was glad she understood. Then he left. An Yu immediately got to work. She told Wang Meng that they should split up for leveling from now on. Their whole squad was high level now. If they stuck together, they would just one-shot mobs, and they would be wasted damage. But if they split, each leading a team, they could massively boost overall leveling efficiency. She said the priority was getting everyone to level 10. She ordered one of her subordinates to log off and report the intel. The government's response time was impressive, so was the panic. Back in Shelltown, Qin Feng set up a new stall, but this time he was buying, not selling. His sign read, 30 days for silver boss coordinates, 100 days for gold boss coordinates. Shadow, outsourcing his boss farming, efficiency at its finest. A player called out, asking if Shadow was still here hawking wares. Then a man approached with an offer. He said that his young mistress had offered 300 million yuan plus shares in Dojang Industries if Shadow was willing to carry her. He asked how often an opportunity like this came along and suggested Shadow cherish it. Another player nearby laughed. He said the messenger must not have logged off yet. Did he not know that Shadow had killed Song Fei and the young mistress of Dojang Industries in real life? The messenger's face went pale. He exclaimed that the young mistress was dead too. He said he had seen her before, that she was a total babe, and called it a shame. What a waste. Someone else added that it served her right. She had tried to capture Shadow in real life to enslave him, but got killed on the spot. The messenger's brain finally caught up. He repeated that Zhang Li was dead. Then he started rambling. He said that at first, she had offered Shadow 10 million to carry her. Shadow refused, but the messenger had been attracted by the cash and went to find her. He thought he would bag 5 million. But when he went to collect it in real life, they knocked him out. When he woke up, he found himself locked in some basement. He spent days getting whipped, forced to grind lifespan for them, luring more victims. He let out a bitter laugh and said that Zhang Li was really dead. He laughed that the bitch got what she deserved. He admitted that he used to laugh at Shadow for being stupid, but it turned out he was the fool. Another player accused him, judging by how he had licked her boots. He had helped kidnap plenty of people for her, had he not? The messenger panicked and said he was forced. He apologized and said he had to go. Someone told him to get lost. He was trash, and the authorities would deal with him. A different player approached Qin Feng. He said he had Silver Boss coordinates. The transaction was quick. Qin Feng paid 30 days for the Silver Boss, and they traded. Then the crowd's attention shifted. Someone called out that it was Ace of Spades, rumored to be Qian Chichi, heiress to the Qian group in real life. He warned everyone to get away from her. She had killed plenty of players. He said to watch out, or she would target them and steal their lifespan. Qian Chichi, however, wasn't. She looked around with disdain and said that this game did not seem all that impressive. She claimed that one could just spend some pocket money to buy equipment and skills, get ahead in combat power, then hunt down players with lifespan to steal theirs. Simple. She complained that this damned game had made her miss her flight. She should have been in North America right then, enjoying life with Big Dick and Max Fu. The narrator chose not to comment on those names. She continued her rant. Instead, she was stuck in this damned Daxia city, unable to even leave the country. She looked at the local men and called them weak as bugs. She addressed a man named Tony and said that his men were so much more charming. Tony replied that she had excellent taste. He said they were naturally superior to those local men, much stronger in a certain department. He suggested that when they returned to reality, she could experience it firsthand. She blushed and said she could not wait. She then mentioned that she had heard that useless Song Fei died. She said she had played with him once before, and he had finished in 1 minute. She called him trash. She continued that she had heard his killer went by Shadow. Though he was just another local man, being ranked #1 globally made him worth knowing, she supposed. She said that if this Shadow could kill Song Fei, eliminating some ordinary person should be child's play. She would use this opportunity to meet him. She announced to her entourage that she was logging off briefly to make a call. She ordered someone to reach out to Shadow. She had a price in mind, 3,000 days of lifespan. Perhaps cash did not interest Shadow, but he would not refuse 3,000 days. All it would cost him was snapping his fingers to kill one insignificant person. A hitman contract, priced in video game currency. The future was weird. Then her expression darkened into a manic grin. She laughed and said she would never forget the look on his face when he rejected her. Soon, he would be dead, Qin Feng.
Hope you enjoyed the recap. Smash that like button if you did, and subscribe for more. See you next time.